Imagine there's no heaven, it's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us, there is only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Oh, imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or to die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Imagine a Christmas next week where there's peace all over the world. That's what I want to talk about today. So, welcome to another episode of Let's Create a Healing Temple. A healing temple full of love, bright shining light, and peace. And so we have the right energy here. Let's open it properly. We start with earthing. So 3 times, please have a deep breath in. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, deep into the earth. Imagine you grow roots into the earth like a big tree. So come with me, breathing. Breathing is so important to establish connection and to go out of the stress mode and go into the peace mode. So let's do that. Breathe in and out. And in and out. And stop thinking, just feel the breaths going through your body. Breathe in and out. Deep, grow roots into the earth. Stand stable, solid as a big tree. Feel that. We need to come more into feeling, not thinking. There's a lot of fire thoughts. Feeling, flow, like we have symbolized with the Platonic solid, the icosahedron, right? Flow, water element, flow. Let's come into flow. And calm down. This is a safe space of the future medicine woman, diplomat of Mother Earth and the galactic nations. And it's exactly about that today. So, today it's about peace. Yeah, imagine. I wanted to talk about Christmas next week and status quo in the world. And you already might feel some conflict inside of you when you think about that, when you still watch the news. We don't have the situation where we can celebrate Christmas lightly, right? But we could. And that's what I want to encourage you, all of you out here as a leader in responsible position, a political leader, maybe even in the UN, in the United Nations. And let's start here. United Nations. United. Where are you united? How united are you really? What about the Declaration of the Human Rights? I have it all the time on my desk here. And yes, I look inside of it and I remind myself what's in there. What the nations 1948 on the 10th of December declared officially. And we need to come back to that. And I would love to see, just as a citizen of this world, I would love to see the countries, the nations in the General Assembly going through that declaration, all the 30 articles, to remind themselves what's written in there. And where are we right now? Where we have a war aggression declared by one member state 4 years ago. And still, the whole diplomatic power could not negotiate peace or support the negotiations so we can achieve peace at this place of the world. And there's other places we know. And how can we celebrate Christmas with that knowing? So I want to invite you to a vision. How would it be? Imagine, how would it be? You go back to the table and negotiate fair, honest, truthful, as a trustworthy political leader or diplomat. So everywhere in the world we can have peace. Everywhere in the world you have a few days left until Christmas. And we know in each moment we can change the world. In each moment. And we only can change something in the moment. And that's why it's so important that all of you, everybody, is present, earthed, grounded, and in coherence. Heart and mind shall work together. And the heart should be in the leadership position. The heart is where the wisdom is. The heart is where the huge energetic power is. The heart is where the solution is. Because the solution will always only be unconditional love. There is no other solution. Based on universal laws, you will get in response what you put out. So remember or reflect. What did you do the last 4 years or many years? How much love, energy did you put out? And how much aggression? What is the balance? Maybe you heard about the Egyptian goddess Ma'at, balancing the scales. And it is not important how much money you have on your accounts or in your national budget. How big is your car? How big is your watch? It doesn't matter. The only thing which matters is how big is your heart, and even more, how light is your heart. Is your heart light as a feather, or is it heavy from all the burden, lies, trickery, aggression during your lifetime? When I read the lyrics of Imagine, I read, "You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will live as one." And we are on the way because we created another world, a world where the people who have that light heart and the elevated consciousness level, who see through all the lies and the fog and the masks, who see the truth of the matrix. All these people worked very much so. We raise the frequency and we create a higher dimensional version of the earth. And yeah, I have here something from my sessions, what I contributed from March 2024. It's the grid of the new earth. Some of you might know I'm channeling cosmic information. I apply my techniques and what I remember, because it was never separated from me. It's who I am. I'm an ancient healer soul and high priestess. So the grid for the new earth, that's a solid, the sacred geometry which we need when we want to rebuild. And maybe you might rebuild based on your decisions. Like I said, every moment you can decide if you focus to the light or focus to the dark. It is your decision. What kind of world would we have if all of us would really put more focus on the light, on the love message? And yes, also Mercury and Pluto gave me a lot of messages and information. My wisdom knowledge I was able to remember. And when I channeled Mercury some years ago, he reminded me that the healing energy is also here. Love messages, the language of the diplomat. That is what we need. And yeah, last year also, then on the 8th of April for the new moon and solar eclipse, I also sent out a message here. Now read it. Divine alchemy takes place. The cosmic goddess arrives with grace, takes over space. The Christ light shining bright, all darkness out of sight. Stay tight to the cosmic delight, like phoenix out of the ashes. The new earth spirit clashes. So powerful and light that the dark old systems lose the fight. And this is what is right. And my ring is already with the atomic rings fallen from my finger. We have now a situation in the cosmos where we have powerful energies working exactly for that renewal. So that we have, a new earth. A new earth which is filled with love, with high vibrational energy. And yet that can only work if you are contributing to that, because it is the imagination, or better the frequency of all of us. We are united, we are not separated. That is the old system what is trying to program us into our minds, because that is control. And yet we learned, we remember. There's a global spiritual awakening going on, and more people are awake, and they see through the fog, through the veil, through the masks. And we can only, just only look at the fact. So back to that, 4 years of war aggression, and no solution. There's negotiation, and it's good. And that's why I'm speaking up. I'm called from spirit to speak up now, because it's time to take a bit more passionate action. Heart-connected action. Soul-led action. So I want to ask you, all of you who can contribute to that, and actually everyone can do that. if you are, as a single person, an individual person, in your heart energy, in your higher vibration, in your love, and isn't it a perfect time now, with all the nice lights out and the Christmas preparations for the Christmas meetings, and maybe like me, you are singing and going to concerts, and yeah, just celebrate that moment and that kind of break for many people, I guess. Let's connect to that Christmas message, the message of love, unconditional love, that you give from your heart. And what you, as a political leader and involved in all the negotiations and discussions around wars and conflicts and aggression in the world, what you can do is step out of fight or flight mode. Step out of that circle of aggression and tightness. Go into your heart. Earth, breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe with me. And let us create a Christmas which is really filled with love for everybody. All the beings deserve that, no matter what, all the beings. And not only the human, also the animals, of course, and our tree beings and all nature. Look what nature is doing for us, no matter how we treat her. She is still there, growing our food, giving us water, giving us nurture, beauty. She is here, Mother Nature. The Divine Mother is always here for you, with a big heart, and we need that. The world is lacking love, comfort, compassion, and that must be the first priority for everybody, and especially for every political stakeholder with responsibility for many people, even nations all the world. We need leaders who have this compassion on their agenda and live that, and live the values, and live everything which was signed exactly to support that. Peace, love, health, and harmony. And now you have the opportunity. Make peace. It starts with you. With you. When you go into negotiations, make peace with you first, so you can also, with your energy and frequency, get the response of peaceful energies. To open this window of possibility, to make it happen. Make peace. And peace will come to you and all of us. That's what I'm asking you for. And think about all the families, all the people outside, the children who are still very much suffering, like in Gaza. How can you look at this and not have made peace already? And I also want to ask you, turn all your weapons into instruments for humanitarian work. Now, put your weapons down. I want you to put the weapons down, all of them, and use the material where we all invested with all of our tax money. I heard it's $2.4 trillion of projected costs, also the economic damage for the Ukraine-Russian war aggression. That's a lot of money, which could have used already for bringing peace, love, harmony and health, food and water to everybody in the world. Don't you want to do that? Join me in Let's Create a Healing Temple for all of us. Let's create a healing temple, a truthful healing temple. Stop bringing out the toxins. Start bringing health and support in all ways and accept our spiritual being. We know that you know that decisions or actions are very much taken in the invisible space. And there's also some leaders whom we can question if they even have a heart. So, back to John Lennon, Imagine. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Oh, imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of men and women. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine that can happen now, in every moment you decide. Please imagine a world where we can live as one, in love, peace and harmony. Come back to the human rights. Go through it and change. Change everything, that we are come back to what was declared 1948 and the intention behind. You can do it. I support you as a cosmic guide and divine feminine power in the universe. And then you might get this harmony. The masculine and the feminine together as one, which is called a sacred union. And that is what we need right now in each of you. A sacred union of the masculine and the feminine qualities, the different dimensions which every one of us has. And when you bring that together and into balance, then there's harmony. And if the harmony is inside of you, it will be projected in the world, into the world of you, your world. And for all of us, if everybody is doing that, we have this possibility to have this strong power. That is a message Spirit wanted me to bring to you as, in my many roles, I'm also a nurse angel, angel of revelations. And there's a lot to say. And yet the focus must be on love, unconditional love. That is what brings us all together, connected, and can really bring peace into the world. Let's create a healing temple together. And now, let me take back the energy field. Take a deep breath, breathe, go into connection, not in the mind, go into, feel as much as you can. Take back your sovereignty and lead with your heart. We need you and your love. Thank you. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for letting me bring to you that special message from Spirit for Christmas. Put all the weapons down. Let us make peace. Use it for humanitarian work in your space, wherever you are, whatever you're responsible for. Use your love and all who you are authentically for the good. Make peace in your families, in your partnership, in your neighborhood, in your company, in your nation, in your union, everywhere. Make peace. That is my message from the divine to you. Thank you.